What's going on, RCDS Nation? This is Joshua Carter, and I'm just making this video just straight off the top of my head today. Really just wanted to talk about how I have officially made the leap into full-time entrepreneurship with a landscaping business and a grocery delivery service that is going to help um, fund, so to say, be the RCDS lifestyle brand. So in addition to that, I'm not very clear on anything right now in my life. I can barely get my thoughts together, and it's just when you make a move like that to go full time into entrepreneurship, it's not it's not easy. Now I did this before, back in like 2015 with a landscaping business, and when I did it that time, I will fully admit that I felt very at peace with what I did. I felt very at peace with my decision. I didn't have any regrets. I wasn't afraid. I just went full steam ahead. Now this time, I'm very, very scared. Very, like, I haven't even told my mom yet. I haven't told my daughter's mom yet. Nobody really knows except for my girlfriend and a couple other close friends. But it it's very scary to me, and the reason I haven't told those people is because, you know, before when I told them, they were supportive. It's almost like they felt the energy coming from within. But I didn't fully know what was going on at the time. And this time around, I've told them, and it's the same thing. Well, I haven't told them, but I feel the same way. Like, if I tell my daughter's mother, her first thing is going to be insurance and how are you going to get down to Florida to see her. If I tell my mom, it's going to be how are you going to take care of your daughter. I need your help financially. We're in a situation right now where you shouldn't have made this decision. It's very selfish. And, I made the decision because I feel like sometimes you'll get signs from the universe. Everybody, I mean, not everybody, majority of people, I'm not even gonna say majority, a percentage of people really just don't like their jobs. They hate going there. It takes a toll on their body. It takes a toll on their relationships. It just causes a lot of things that this thing that is your livelihood, that keeps your house afloat, it just causes so many problems because you literally hate it. And for me, that's what it was doing. Every chance I got, I didn't want to be there. I felt so uncomfortable there. Having people calling on the phone and the long 10-hour day, and nothing wrong with the 10-hour day, but it's just when it's really excruciating when you're going through what you're going through. At a call center, walking away with headaches and as if I had like headaches and body pain, as if I did like a physical labor job. And to be told you have to stay there, to be told you can't leave there until you find something else because of insurance and because of people at home needing your help. Now, on the back end of that, someone may say, well, a man has to do what a man has to do. Never have I read anywhere, have I watched a YouTube video, have I watched a TV show where it says you have to sit in a position of hatred and killing yourself with a job in order to survive until the next thing comes along. I hear every day people say, find your purpose, connect with your bigger purpose. Yeah, God's people suffer, but it's in order to get to a bigger picture, and pain is a part of, development. But for me, it was like every job that I've ever had, I've never felt like, okay, this is it. When I first start the job, I may have that feeling. I may say, you know what, I love this job. I'm never going anywhere. This is the greatest job I've ever had. But then that feeling of like incompleteness comes along, or you start talking to people who run their own businesses and you want to know what that feels like, or you start talking to people who know personal freedom and you want to know what that feels like, and you go after it. So for me, I don't have anybody in my corner. Everybody that I potentially could say, uh, this is what I've done, this is how I'm doing it, I don't have anyone. And a part of it, like I said before, pain is a part of the process. This feeling now I feel of loneliness, complete brokenness, financially and emotionally brokenness, um, just no concept of self right now. And the businesses that I'm starting, I don't even have a way to start the businesses. I did a podcast on Monday that said, go create the path. You may not know how you're gonna how your footsteps are gonna go, but you have to create the path. And I have a grocery delivery service, and I have no flyers, I have no business cards, I have no. If I show up to somebody's house, I'm showing up like this. The landscaping business, I don't have a lawnmower. I have to rent a lawnmower every single time. I don't have a truck. And these are things that I thought about when I was leaving the job, but I was like, they'll come. I was able to get flyers before. How hard is it to go print off flyers? But it costs 10 cents a sheet. I don't have 10 cents. I don't have enough for 2 sheets right now. Let alone thinking I have enough to go make enough for like a neighborhood or a street, or even have the confidence and the ability to walk into a place or knock on someone's door and say, hey, this is what I'm about. But I got to figure that out. I got to figure out what it's going to take to get to those things, what it's going to take to develop that sense of confidence. And I made this video to say, I know there are some people who are sitting in their cubicle, who are sitting at their desk, who are at their job, and they're like, I could never do that. I could never just quote unquote step out on faith. I could never have nothing and just think I'm going to make something from nothing. But I'm looking at it like I'm trying to believe. I'm trying to walk by faith and not by sight. Every day since I've decided to jump into entrepreneurship, there's been some negativity. My mom is having heart problems. My mom doesn't know how she's going to pay XYZ and XYZ bill. I can't help her. I don't know how I'm going to get my daughter to camp next week. I don't have any money. I'm broke. Like, I'm not afraid to say that I'm broke. I'm not afraid to say that, yes, maybe I made a huge mistake right now. Maybe I do need to go back and find a job until I can really say, okay, you have flyers, you can make flyers, you can do this, you can do that. But at the same time, it's only been 2 days. So maybe I'm going through this to see how dedicated I am to it. Maybe the thought of me doing this did come from a place of anger with my job, or it came from a place of, hey, 34 years old, you got to make this move if you really want to do this. Maybe in a year, if I'm like, I'm still in the same place, I still don't have a flyer, I've helped one customer with grocery, nothing has panned out like I saw it panning out, and then I can go back and fill out an application. But the way that I know this is going to be possible is because people do it every day. I listen to enough podcasts to know people who have girlfriends or a wife that supported them and got them through the hard times, have a parent who got them through the hard times, have friends who they were able to borrow money from who got them through the hard times. But if it was easy, I wouldn't enjoy the outcome. I wouldn't enjoy the process. So, like, even like with this RCDS brand, it's about mental fitness and physical fitness, and my lifestyle choices don't match up to my brand's statement. It does now because I feel like the routine that I'm on and the things that I want to do are equaling, starting to line up together very slowly. So if you are sitting down watching this video, take a step back and look at everything that you have going on in your life And can you make it different in any shape, form, or fashion? Can you find a way to get some completeness out of your life? Does it require you to jump into entrepreneurship? Does it require you to start taking better care of your health, looking at your relationships different? What does it require? And do those things. And that's what I'm going to have to do. You know, literally walking into it with my eyes closed, trying to figure out, how am I going to put money in my pocket? How am I going to buy the marketing tools I need for this business? And how am I going to tell my family the decision I've made? So I'm going to end it there. Just want to let everybody know that I'm coming to you very broken, but I'm going to just go through this whole journey and make sure everything is okay. So with that being said, have a wonderful week, have a wonderful day, have a wonderful whatever. And rcdslifestyle.com is where the blog is. Some of the videos go there too. And that is it.